Thank God you guys are here, you hot men. Oh. Oh, we got them together, Acton. We did it. Hey, I'm just a doctor. It's okay. How are you? Ah! Hey, I'm just a medical doctor. No! My name is Dr. SLAMMMjohnson, MD. And when I was just 4 years old, I picked up a rifle and joined the Russian armed forces, mainly to protect our great motherland from invasion against those sauerkraut-smelling, bratwurst-sucking Austrians. However, I was soon kicked out of the infantry because of my age. But they let me become a medical doctor instead, which was perfect. Instead of harming men, I'd be touching them compassionately. It's all I've ever wanted. Anyway, I remember my first time on the battlefield at the bloody Battle of Aspern. When I finally made it to the front lines, my fellow men and I could not stop singing the anthem of our great nation.
Россия священная наша держава, Россия.
Pastilla godusna la kling klong kling kling slong long klong slong la ling long.
After patrioticking patriotically, I ran a little too far ahead without my strong men to support me. Hey, I'm just a medical doctor. No! Even though I was stabbed multiple times, I survived and healed back up at the med tent. After rejoining the front, I ran into a man who needed my warm, healing embrace. Billy, let me touch you.
Later.
No, now, you're bleeding.
Thanks a lot, Slam Johnson.
You're welcome, Billy Thomas. I'll always remember you. I'll always remember touching you. You're my first. More men soon required more touching, and I was happy to oblige. Let me touch you, Wolfgang.
I missed.
Oi, thank you, brother.
Thank you for letting me touch you.
My medic.
I've touched Billy and Wolfgang.
Guys, I think the medic is a molester.
So many men to touch. What? No, I'm just a doctor. After medically molesting those uniformed men, the battle for the courtyard became passionately hot.
We were all about to be bombed.
Oh, dear Lord.
That one just skimmed my face.
Good thing you have two of them. Who needs touching? Watch it. Oh. Oh! Wow. Ah! Even though I was stabbed again, my men dragged me back, and the other doctors healed me up good. I then helped bring up some much-needed artillery. Hey, Billy.
What's up, Lou?
I'll fire this cannon even though I'm a doctor.
It's okay. You know how to ram things. You good?
That's true, you would know.
Yep, you rammed me real good.
After multiple failed cannon shots, the legendary Russian flautist Turbo 9 used his musical skills to spread inspiration that I couldn't help but feel warmly inspired by.
Oh, flute guy. You
Oh.
got your cannon, right?
Let me listen.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Floppa da 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 da. Oh shit! This bit. This bit. Na 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 na. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I've never been more inspired in my life. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
After Herbo was done with his concerto, I continued to fire warm balls onto the enemy. But soon it was brought to my attention that one of our men had a POW.
Get that
Oh,
motherfucker.
snap. It's an enemy.
Guys are ass at shooting, let me show you.
Oh,
Put some ammo in this one.
who,
Ram him.
who's this? Is this a prisoner?
No.
Does he need some medical attention?
Yes.
Here, let me bandage you up. Hey, I need to make a small incision. You need surgery. I can't guarantee your life.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my!
He ran in front of the cannon at the wrong time. I'm sorry.
I just saw that person that was walking absolutely sick.
That was my mistake.
He doesn't need surgery anymore. I guess that's the bright
Yeah,
side.
he ran into the front of the fucking cannon.
Well, back to the front, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Back to the shooting, my friends.
Once I performed successful surgery, it soon became clear that both sides no longer had reinforcements. We were stranded. This mutual fact allowed myself and a couple other enemy men to hunker down to try to make love, not war. I'm just a doctor. We don't need to fight. Let me heal your wounded. Friends.
I'll let you live, Dr. Man.
Thank you. We're just medical doctors. Hello. Can I offer you bandages? Or physical comfort? We can survive, the three of us. We can do it forever. We can all be best friends. Hey, the four of us can be friends. No!
No, don't shoot him.
Four best friends.
Okay.
Yeah. Ah!
My boy.
My best friends betrayed me that day, but fortunately, us hot Russian men came away with a victory, and I was rolled back to the doctor's tent. I thought to myself, wow, maybe I'll actually get to go home and see my family. Well, I was a f***ing idiot. I soon had to take up arms again, but this time it was at the Sacred Valley against the big-toothed Brits. Our recent victory filled us men with more patriotic passion, and we had to let it all out of our mouths.
Россия священна.
Klish, klosh, klik, klana, klish, blush, geklish, klak, klush. Once we got up to Objective B, we were quickly thrown into bloody hot male action.
There are so many at the Bravo. Guys, get ready.
I see them. They're just there.
You don't see nothing.
I saw you.
You didn't see.
Yes, I did.
Prove it.
I saw you and I heard you, lad.
Cut it out, you tea drinking cutie. Oh,
Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I've killed a man.
Sigma.
Hey, Charles.
Yes?
Hello.
Hello.
Do you need me to examine you? I'm a doctor.
No, thank you. Thank you.
You need examining?
Yes, yes. Okay.
All right, let me check you out here. Okay. Let me just make a little incision.
Aye. Ouch.
I gave you a shot. You're okay. You're cleared.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Go fight the good fight. I'm right behind you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After healing up many men with my strong hands, I realized I had pushed too far forward, and the heat was just too much for a simple doctor like myself.
Russia is great. Russia for Russia.
Oh. Hey. Thank God you guys are here, you hot men. Oh. Oh, we got them together, Acton. We did it. Get in here, Weiss. Oh!
Luckily for me, my attractive fellow soldiers hauled me back to the med tent. But before bravely running forward again, I did my best to inspire some uninspired men.
Hey, what are you guys doing back here? We need you at the front. Rectum droid, let's go. Hey, you guys know this man? You gotta get Rectum droid back to the front lines. Oh!
Wow.
You stepped in the fire.
I'm burning. Ah.
Oh, let me heal you. Oh, what? Where did he go? What the? Whoa. I can't get out of here.
After seeing that man shockingly disappear, I met up with fellow Dr. Michael.
Michael, let's go touch all the men who need to be touched and the ones who don't realize they need it. I'm so proud of you Russian men. King George doesn't kiss men, that's what I heard.
Back colonizing India.
That's not what I heard.
This is his own wife. In bed.
Kamala Harris, wait. We have the VP on our side. Charge! Charge for Kamala!
Even though the Kamala charge failed completely, it turned the tide of the battle in favor of us Russians. After I healed up back at the doctor's tent, I kept trying to inspire the uninspired.
Hey, Rectum Droid, you still here? You got it. It's you'll make it. I'm a doctor. I'll keep an eye on you. You know this man, Irox? What? What the?
My mind was playing tricks on me. I knew the only thing that could fix it was thrusting myself into an enemy man. I soon spotted one in the distance and moved left through a building to cut him off.
Don't worry, I got you, brother. He's dead.
Despite early pressure from the Brits, our Russian men carried the day through to victory. The English were forced out of the Sacred Valley. I've never been more proud to live under authoritarian rule with lots of men. Long live glorious Russia, and long live all men!